What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I came up with basically a question, or I wanted to ask the question: should the Brooklyn Nets be concerned at this point in the season? So, as we all know, the Brooklyn Nets have, I guess you want to say, stumbled out of the blocks to start the season. They're 1-4, have played really good basketball, but have lost to really good teams. Yes, Kyrie, KD, the dynamic between the two looks good. They're scoring well. They don't have a full roster. Joe Harris is still out. Seth Curry is still out, but they have athletes to go along with Kyrie, KD, and Ben Simmons. In their losses, I can really say that the games that they did lose, I wasn't thinking, okay, the Nets should have won those games, but ultimately, when I look at it, I'm like, okay, there shouldn't be, in my opinion, there shouldn't be no cause for concern just yet, right? Because, last season, they got in the playoffs. They lost in the first round. They got swept. And you look at their defense. That's one thing I am concerned about, is their defense. Their defense isn't one that will make me say, okay, if they hold the team under this many points, maybe they'll have a chance to win. Last night, Luka had 41. I believe they gave up a 40-point game to Giannis also. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in the game that they played Memphis, Ja Morant, I believe Ja had 38. So Ja had 38. They gave up 38 to Desmond Bain. So that's where the cause for concern would be for me, is defense and allowing teams to just ramp it up on you and score. Now, I'm not saying that Kyrie Irving or Kevin Durant or Ben Simmons or Claxton and a host of other guys can't defend, but it's not a team. It's not a team predicated on stopping the basketball defensively. You can see it. It was like last night. I don't know if Ben wasn't. I mean, a lot of people can't stop Luka. Let's say that first. But it was at times where it seemed like Luka could get where he wanted, when Ben Simmons was guarding him. Ben, I'm not, okay, of course, the clip that went viral when Kyrie passed him the ball and said, "Shoot it, Ben." And Ben elected to pass to KD. I'm not concerned with Ben Simmons' offensive ability. People are up in arms because he doesn't do some of the things that you would think he should do on the basketball court. Newsflash, everybody. It's very tough to score in the NBA. Newsflash, everybody. Ben Simmons didn't play last season. Newsflash, he doesn't have to be the number one offensive option on the Brooklyn Nets. But when you look at the dynamic of the three of them together, you would think, here's a thought. Ben has to be more of the Draymond Green role at this point, right? Facilitate, allow others to get in, and get your points where you're able to get your points. Ben is not the best shooter from outside, but take the shot. That's all you can do. Allow teams to at least consider you a threat from outside. I'm not saying 25 and out, Dame Lillard, Steph Land. I'm saying 15, hit a little pocket shots, hang around the rim. But you saw that last night in the game versus the Mavericks. Steve Nash elected to open up the offense with Ben Simmons. And he got a nice little jump hook in the lane. That's the type of stuff he needs to do. Allow Ben Simmons to play a game where it's no pressure. Seth will be back. Joe Harris will be back. So that will allow the floor to open up, so to speak. We know Kyrie going to get his. There's not too many people in the NBA that can guard him one-on-one. KD is an all-world scorer. We know who he's capable of. But the concern level, right, is Steve Nash's days with the Nets, ticking. Is he on the hot seat? He went irate on the referees in the game the other night, and I never seen Steve Nash that mad ever. As long as I've been watching basketball and he's been a part of the NBA, I've never seen him go as mad as he was. Even when his eye was busted up, he still wasn't irate over that when he was with the Phoenix Suns. 2-time MVP, by the way, if you don't know. But the concern level, what should it be? Should it be a 3? Should it be a 2? Or are we at a 5? Because their season, in my opinion, for the Nets to have a good enough record to actually make some noise so they can avoid some of the better teams in the East in the first round. Because whether you want to, believe it or not, you don't want to face Boston in the first round. You don't want to, even Philly. You don't want to face Miami, Milwaukee, first round. First round, you want to try to avoid those teams at least until you get to the semifinals. Because if you are slipping and sliding early and you face one of those teams, you could be going home fast. And we seen that last year with the Nets, right? So I would say the concern level for me at this stage in the season, it's early. It's early. Very early. It's still October. I believe the concern level for me is a 3. And I say that because when I look at the landscape of the Eastern Conference and I look at certain teams, mind you, Milwaukee looks like, other than Boston, the 2 best teams in the East currently. So for the Nets to, stop the chatter, stop the chirping, get the media off their back, and show some resemblance of a team that can compete. Because I believe offensively they won't have a problem scoring the basketball. It's defensively. And if you can't stop teams when they're scoring or on offense, you really won't have a chance. Like in the game where Luka was able to drive and kick to open shooters like Reggie Bullock, open shooters like Tim Hardaway, open shooters like Finney Smith, that's a problem. It shouldn't be an issue where we know Luka is he's a player where you're not going to speed him up. The tempo of the game is going to be predicated on how he runs the offense for his team when you're playing against him. So I say that to say the concern level for the Nets right now should, for me anyway, is a 3. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you guys think the Nets, have a chance to go on a nice little streak in the next few games? They do have, I believe their next 2 games are against the Indiana Pacers, who play really hard. So we will see how that goes. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Nets fans, NBA fans. If you're a fan of any NBA team, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network. And I catch you guys on the next video.